all love to munch between meals, but is it healthy? Well, here to separate snack from fiction, see what I did there, is Sue Ma from Nutrition Solutions. Thanks for being here because I am the biggest snacker in the entire universe.
That's good.
So tell me, is snacking really bad for you?
Well, that's one of the biggest myths. Snacking can be healthy for you, and it can also be good for your waistline.
Really? I like you so far.
Okay. Yeah, well, because if we don't snack, what happens is that our blood sugar starts to fall, and then by the time we eat lunch or supper, we're just so hungry and irritable that we'll grab anything in sight.
Exactly. That's what happens to me.
Right, and when you have your snacks throughout the day, it keeps your blood sugars level, and that keeps you feeling energized, alert, and ready to take on any challenge.
So does it always have to be a healthy snack? Like, let's start over here with chocolate.
Well, that's my second myth, you know.
I love chocolate.
So
Please tell me it's okay.
So do I. And I like to follow the 80-20 rule.
Okay.
So if you eat well 80% of the time, you've got 20% to sort of play around and indulge. Exactly. Now, with 365 days in a year, that gives us 73 days or 6 days a month.
Sweet.
To play and indulge and have, you know, treats and occasions and exactly.
Okay. Is there some chocolate here that you recommend?
We can chocolate it up, but the thing to keep in mind is the portion size. So we've just had, well, no, not all. We've just had Halloween, and you'll see the Halloween size treats. Now that is about 3 times smaller than a regular chocolate bar. So 3 times fewer calories, 3 times less fat, 3 times less sugar. So if you need your little chocolate, you still get the fix, exactly. So keep in mind the portion size.
Okay.
Another example of portion size are the donuts that I've brought in. Again, chocolate, because I'm a chocoholic too.
I can't have this big, huge donut?
Well, one of these is 4 times less calories, 4 times less sugar, 4 times less fat than a whole donut. And you know, if you have 1 or 2, it's still a pretty decent sized snack.
All right, I'm
and
going to be converted to the smaller version. All right, let's move on. Popcorn versus chocolate.
You might be a little bit surprised here.
I would say that I would be eating the popcorn.
Well, how much popcorn would you have? 1 cup, 2 cups, or 3 cups?
Probably all of it.
Probably all. Well,
you never know.
Well, you never know. But let's say, let's just start with the 1 cup of popcorn.
Okay.
That actually has more calories than 3 pieces of dark chocolate.
No way.
Yeah.
And this is dark chocolate,
so that's
dark
better
chocolate.
For you. It's got the cocoa, 60 to 70% or more cocoa solid. It has all of the antioxidants that are naturally found in cocoa. Milk chocolate has 3 times fewer flavonoids or antioxidants, and white chocolate has zippo.
So it's good. What about maybe, I don't know, chocolate popcorn?
Well, exactly. Why not? But you know, if you have 3 cups of popcorn, which is
that's quite a lot.
Not bad. It's almost it's 300, 400 calories compared to 90 calories in the 3
So stick with the chocolate and maybe just a little bit of popcorn on the side. Okay, that's okay with me. Let's talk. This is my realm. I'm a salty girl.
You
I
like that.
A good crunch.
Well, here's my question for you. Which do you think has the most amount of fat? The potato chips, the nachos, the tortilla chips, or the multigrain?
Nachos.
The most amount of fat actually is in the potato chip.
They're my favorite.
Well, they're actually all the same serving size. They're all 50 grams, so the same weight. Here's my second question for you. Which do you think has the most amount of sodium? Oh, the least amount of sodium.
Well, I love salt licks. So, well, I'd say these baked ones.
Actually, these guys have the least amount of sodium. And which do you think has the second least amount of sodium?
The Doritos?
Actually, it's the potato chips.
Okay, so now I'm a little bit confused.
Well, yeah, because high fat, this stuff.
Yep.
High sodium, this stuff.
Oh, because the extra flavorings
and the flavoring, right? So you really have to read the label to see, you know, is it the fat that you're concerned about, the calories, or the sodium, or all of the above?
Yeah, and then you just avoid the whole thing. And maybe go on to something like nuts, for instance. I love nuts, but I can sit and eat a ton of peanuts. Is that going to make me fat? Is there a lot of
you know
fat
what?
in
That's the portion size again. Coming back to it, nuts do contain fat, but most of the fat they contain is that healthy monounsaturated, polyunsaturated fat, which helps to lower blood cholesterol level.
That's good.
And when you have, exactly. And when you have nuts, it helps you to feel full, and it prevents you from kind of snacking on other foods later in the day. Now the portion size is 1/4 of a cup. So that many nuts.
I need to get one of those.
And it sort of fits in your hand, right? It's a handful of nuts, right?
A couple times a day, you can have a couple of those?
A couple of times a day. Now, there are meat alternatives. So if you have this, you skip the meat.
Skip the meat.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's talk about fruit. Now, anything that says fruit on the label, that's a good, healthy snack, right?
Well, that's a myth, because I've got some fruit candies,
Well,
which have Zippo fat.
Yes.
Sounds great, but lots of sugar and absolutely no nutrition in it.
Okay.
Something like these fruit leathers are actually good choices because the first ingredient is a fruit. It's a
real fruit as opposed to...
It's a real fruit juice or a fruit concentrate, so that's super.
And what about juice?
Well, you tell me. One is fruit punch, again, fruit in the name. The other is real cranberry juice.
Real cranberry juice.
Of course.
And it's good for urinary tract infections.
All of that stuff is great, but can you tell the difference?
No.
No, you can't.
No.
So again, read the labels, make sure
you
that
know.
fruit is one of the top ingredients.
Well, I know those are all good for your teeth, right? You were saying before those are things you can eat to clean your teeth, but I want to bring the girls in and test them because they weren't listening. Girls, come here, we have a little nut test for you.
Okay.
Now, ladies, which of these has the most, what are you going to say,
Well,
Sue?
nuts are healthy for us. I mean, not only do they provide the good fats, but some nuts have calcium, some nuts have omega-3, and some nuts are really great for folic acid.
Okay, so which one of these ladies would have the most calcium in them?
Almonds. Almonds.
Ding! Good for you.
I eat almonds.
What about omega-3? Which omega-3 fats?
Oh,
which nuts would you choose?
Are we going to go walnuts, almonds, or peanuts?
Walnuts.
Walnuts.
Yeah,
you know your nuts.
I know my nuts, girl.
These girls really know their nuts. Well,
Now you can enjoy
since we
some.
all are nuts, we're going to be back in a little while with Josie Vogels, and she's going to talk about boyfriends, girlfriends. You don't want to miss that.
Pass
You
me
want
an
some
almond.
nuts, guys?
There you go.
My almond?
Thank you. Would you like a little?